wish. Fourth quarter, 10 on the clock. Follow through is in the wrist. I get it, I got it, I'm good, I'm about it, I get it, I got it, I'm good, I bought it, I get it, I got it, I'm good, I'm with it, I get it, I got it, I'm good, you dig it, squad hustle like a relay, run it back like a replay, no time for that he say, I care about what she say, self-care like eat, pray, give thanks before I eat, pray, but tell a hater that I eat, pray, I'm like Miami where the heat stay, got the focus like a sensei, had to carve it out my own way, you ain't got the answers like Sway, Friday night just got paid, bought a coat that's just suede, leveled up like 12th grade, sweetest taboo call me Sade, Black Bandit you could call me Blade, work hard play hard that's the motto, pop, pop,
now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, it's a compelling matchup of two division leaders between the LA Dodgers and the New York Mets. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Noah Syndergaard is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
So here is Mookie Betts, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For the Dodgers, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's the first pitch to him. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
And our game time temperature this evening, a nice 74 degrees. Hit in the air to left field. Smith is there, and he has it for the out. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
At the end of the day, besides wins and losses, this should be the only stat that matters. And that's creating runs for your team, and that's exactly what this team does, and this lineup does consistently. They lead the league right now in touching home plate, and more times than not, that's going to lead to a W.
Justin Turner comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
The 1-1 home. Yanked hard down the left field line. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Here's Corey Seager. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The numbers on the year, 272, 21 homers, and 64 runs batted in. The 1-0.
Outside.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
And it's fouled away. Set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another one sent foul. Turner, a runner at second with one away. He loses him on ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
So one down with a pair of runners aboard, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. Now the first pitch.
Ball, inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 delivery.
Yeah.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. First and second now, one man out. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. There's one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Clayton Kershaw will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this ought to be fun to watch in this one here today. A guy with over 2,000 career strikeouts. Think about it. He knows how to get swings and misses, and he knows how to paint the corners. Hopefully he'll bring some of that in this one here, and he should be fun to watch.
Now to the plate, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 6.
So here's Jeff McNeil, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play.
Hey, not a bad year for a second baseman. There's some really good two-sackers out there, but second basemen aren't typically where you expect to have one of your better hitters.
First pitch on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
0-1.
Kershaw will slide one over to first, and the runner back easily. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Here comes the 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw, he's only 2 for 10. And there he goes towards second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
Here's the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch until he proves he can lay off of it.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And another foul ball. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw gets him 2 down. In a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Comes set, the 0-1.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
Ready on 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Mets strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and that brings up Will Smith. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Way outside. 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Still 2-2. Pitch on the way. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
To the plate now, A.J. Pollock. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
At second, the first baseman, Max.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Here comes the 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Bottom of the inning now. Next, the dangerous power threat, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's just out.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 3-0 offering. 3-1 to him now. High in the air down the right field line. Betts has a read on it. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's take a look at A.J. Pollock. This guy is dynamic from both sides of the baseball. Steals bags, hits for power, but his signature is on defense. His ability to run balls down in the gap and play an unbelievable center field.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 15 long balls and 62 driven in. Pulled toward right center field. Bellinger arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, Alex Verdugo.
Digging in will be Alex Verdugo. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. Count even now at 1-1. And the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Gloved by Taylor. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. At the plate now is Chris Taylor. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. The pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll put this one away for the first down of the inning. So with 1 gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. Next to dig in, Clayton Kershaw. Here it comes. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Third inning, no score to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts as he hits it weakly on the ground toward first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0.
Welcome back as the Mets prepare for their third turn batting in this one. And fans of the Metropolitans have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. Within the league, they ranked among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And now in the box, James McCann. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Fastball well outside. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. On the ground to the right side. He's got it. A shuffle over to Kershaw covering to record the out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
So one man gone for the Mets in the third. And up to bat next, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. First pitch on its way.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball. A high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar. Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
And that's in there for strike 1. A ball and a strike. 1-1.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Here's the 2-1 home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Count remains full. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Here's Corey Seager. Now here's the first offering. Strike taken up in the zone.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Line drive to left, and that's in there, base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 misses, ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Will Smith will be next. Working for the punch out and the offering. I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
Next, here is Will Smith. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on the way, and he just misses inside with the fastball there.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0.
2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Turner at third. Seager over at second. Bellinger at first with no outs. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
So the next to bat will be A.J. Pollock. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Pollock comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it?
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Next up is Max Muncy as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Strike 2.
You know, he put himself in trouble right here, but he is finding a way to make pitches, and he's got a chance to get out of this thing.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Next up for Los Angeles, Chris Taylor. He popped out at his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
High and deep to right center. Right fielder giving chase. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Mets nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Nope. Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
To short. He's right there. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And so So after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. No one on with one down. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Taylor will wait on it, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Alonso.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
1-0.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Kershaw now on 1-1. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Mets go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. So here now's the pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
That's a ball.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Well, that's ball 3. The Dodgers right now would love to start this inning off with a walk anyway to get this leadoff guy on.
This one's down to third. Beautiful diving stop. It's there. He got him.
That ball almost got through the hole right there. Could have been a seeing eye single. Love the step and a dive to his left. That's actually a harder play. It's almost easier to go backhand when you're reacting at third base. Nice play right there. Nice angle to the baseball.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. One and one to the Dodgers leadoff man. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
In now, Justin Turner. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And it's quickly 0-2.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. Leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
0-1.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth with a punch out, 1 away.
Number 2, Dominic. Fifth.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Now here's the pitch.
Outside, that's ball.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back goes Betts. Gone into the upper tank. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo.
The 7th fielder.
So take a look at the slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And Verdugo goes in front. 2 balls and no strikes.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Sent on the ground out to second. Taylor has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The catcher, number 33, James McCann.
Next up is James McCann, grounded out in his last at-bat. And now the first pitch. Fouled off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. A ball and 2 strikes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one. That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Noah Syndergaard will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Here now the 2-2. McCann is off at first with 2 away. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. He's under it, and that ends the inning. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. 5 innings complete, all even now at 1-1.
I ain't never falling for no pump fake. Yeah. Everybody.
Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch on its way. Corey Seager is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. It was a walk in his last trip. first delivery to him. In there, 0-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
2 strikes.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Count remains 2-2. Swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see that these guys are, as we speak, 4th in the NL in that category. Next, it'll be Will Smith, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. First offering on its way.
Hey!
Two out, nobody on. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
2 and 2 to the Dodgers catcher. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Smith able to track it down for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Jonathan Villar. And now the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. On the line, that's a base hit. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Set, here it comes. Line hard to the left side. But that'll land foul, strike 1. Villar aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
And he'll get back in standing. So 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board. So both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch.
Nope. Inside. Ball 2.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Kershaw will slide one over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Took a good cut that time. It comes up empty, 2-2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, man. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
So here's Pete Alonso. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0.
That's outside.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Count, the pitch, outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
3-0, here it is.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 3-2 one more time. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Mets leave one. Still tied, one apiece. David Peterson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 23, David Peterson.
7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up A.J. Pollock. First offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. And he fouls this one off. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch.
The count is full. 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3-2 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the big bat of Max Muncy. From the stretch, here's the pitch. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. In the dirt, and he can't quite dig it out. One and one to the Dodgers' first baseman. Two and one.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
The 3-1. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Now it'll be Chris Taylor, flew out last time up. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Count is 1-2 now. Pollock at second. Muncy on at first with nobody out. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He stays alive, still 2-2. This one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
To the right side and through, a base hit. Pollock ignores his coach. He's chugging for home, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Clayton Kershaw shows bunt on the first pitch, but he pulls it back 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
And this guy can hit a little bit, too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
Now a bunt attempt here. The throw pulls him off the bag. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Next to stand in is Mookie Betts. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
2-1 now to Mookie.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 home to short, hit hard, and that is through into left as he delivers. It's a base hit. 1 run scores, and the second run will score as well.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Jerry Familia comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 27, Jerry Familia.
Now at the plate, Justin Turner. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
from the stretch. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Three runs already home here. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Seager has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. And he takes a called strike 1. Lifetime against Familia, he's gone 2 for 5. He also has 1 home run. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
The 2-1 home. Still only 1 out in the inning. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 2-2 one more time.
You got a full count.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
So here's Cody Bellinger. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
The 1-2. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Here now the 2-2. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And the run.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead, or a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
As a look, now the pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And the count will be full. Betts on second. Bellinger at first. 2 out in the inning. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Verdugo waits on it. And that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate. 4 score. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Dodgers lead it 5-1. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Francisco Lindor.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you could do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Stepping in now, Dominic Smith. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw's in control now. 2 away. Alex Verdugo digging in now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering. And no swing, apparently, ball one.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3.
Yeah, he's grinded this one out, and he's got a chance to get through 7 strong innings, Dan. That's got to light the bullpen up.
Yeah, and it does, Mark, because you sit out there in that bullpen, and once that starter gets through the 5th and through the 6th inning, the tension starts to calm a little bit out in that bullpen, where you only have to get 6 or 7 outs, not 8 or 9 outs. So a job well done so far.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
3-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 5-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Robert Gesellman will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Kevin Pillar will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. And now A.J. Pollock, lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch of the AB now. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box, Max Muncy swinging a ball hit on the ground. No hits to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
So now to the plate, Chris Taylor. 1-0 the count. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Dodgers down in order. They're up 5-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Scott Alexander will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Gavin Lux is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next to hit is the catcher, James McCann. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
0-1, here it comes. Alexander has tossed more than 60 innings on the year with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. The 0-2 delivery. Hit back up the middle. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam sandwich.
Fouled off.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Jonathan Villar. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. With runners in scoring position this season, McNeil is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations. Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
He's set. Here's the 3-0.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Next up for New York, Michael Conforto. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
He's set, and the pitch.
Ball.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You've got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Here's the first pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Hot shot to third. Gloved by Turner. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mets leave them loaded. They're down here 5-1. All set to start the 9th in this one. And up next will be Gavin Lux.
Gavin Lux.
Set. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Hit on the ground to third. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Stepping in now, Mookie Betts. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Strike taken to throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Ready with the 0-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Plate now, Justin Turner, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
And this is taken for a cold strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Just hung in there on that one. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And not in time as the run scores.
Nice job in the box right there. Just a professional, clean AB. Didn't cheat to anything. A lot of guys could have rolled that foul down the line. Not the case right here. Kept his hands back, stayed calm, and delivered a nice base hit.
Standing in now, Corey Seager, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's a perfect 3 for 3. 2 of those hits were for home runs. The 1-0 home is taken for ball two.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a 2-run homer for Corey Seager, number 22 on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Dylan Betances comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Now back, the center fielder.
At the plate, Cody Bellinger. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. 1-1 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home runs. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger. 24 home runs for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, there's nothing that makes you feel as helpless as a ball like this. The pitcher and the right fielder were wishing and hoping it would hook foul right of the pole, but no such luck. Off the foul pole and gone.
Here now is Will Smith. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
4 runs here in this half inning. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen.
Nope,
3-1 now.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Man, I know this feeling, how frustrated this hitter is right now. We used to have a saying in the dugout, don't be that guy. When everybody's getting hits, don't be the guy that takes the offer. But you got to zone up. You can't be chasing.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Next for the Dodgers, A.J. Pollock, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And now the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's ball 2.
Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
In now, Max Muncy, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Next up, Scott Alexander, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
That's out. ball, one strike.
Pollock at third with 2 away. Heading out towards shallow right. Conforto's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So give him 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Dodgers lead this one 10-1. Into the box, Francisco Lindor. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
0-1 the count. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, the left fielder, Dominic Smith.
Digging in next, Dominic Smith. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Oh, that's upstairs.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball. The 2-0 on the way. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Turns on, but it's wide at first and foul. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Jose Martinez gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. First delivery to him.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Soft liner to the right side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
James McCann stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. One and 1 to count now. A runner on first with 2 away. count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Two and two to the Mets catcher.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
2 out with the man at first. And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. 10-1 the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Dodgers put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Clayton Kershaw hangs win number 11 on his line as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 10 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Mets, 1 run on 6 hits. 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.
Mucha sal, mucha sal.